Hi everyone, welcome to Lost, Like and Love. So finally, the moment has come. And then we are officially premiering Lost, Like and Love. The pleasure, of course, is mine. My name is Victoria Umaru, and I will be your host for Lost, Like and Love. So please do sure to follow, subscribe, share, comment, like. Each time we bring you new content because it promises to be worthwhile and interesting. Just button your seatbelt. There is a whole lot for you to unravel in this program. So just like every worthwhile tour, we have a flow of events. And then for each flow of events, we're going to be having monthly themes. And in these themes, we would have different segments like talk shows. We're going to have spoken words. We're going to have live conversations. We're going to have interview sessions. We're going to have therapeutical sessions. We're going to have ebooks, most definitely. So each new month there is a new theme, and in this new theme we're going to have ebooks to help you digest what it is that will be unraveling for that month. And of course, this month of May being the premiere month, we do have a book already. And the book centers on what we would be discussing, which is Love Basics. The name of the book is Love Basics. Do well to get that book and get to really digest what it is all about. It's going to give you full insight to what love is, which is what we will be treating in our conversation today on the series of Love Can Change the World. You don't want to miss that. Get that book. All right, so what is the meaning of lost, like, and love? You see, love has been misconstrued, has been misunderstood, misapplied in most cases. And you see, this love, these words, lost, like, and love, has been interchanged. They have been misused for one another. But really, they are all different concepts in their own different meaning. So that is what the concept of lost, like, and love is all about. To really tell you how distinct these things are and to further elaborate on what love is, more than the traditional meaning we attribute to love. We actually don't know much about love. It's more than we actually give it credit for. So do well to follow, as we would be giving you back-to-back insights of what love truly is. Lust is a concept that you may want to mistake for love, but it is a superficial desire for someone. It's not deep at all. It's fleeting. It's just for the body, just for the time being. There is nothing futuristic about lust. And then for like is a positive fondness towards someone or an experience. It is not an emotional bond. It's just something you have for the person's value or the person's action or the person's personality. So it's just on the surface, but it's a positive connection with another person. While love, it's a deeper emotional connection, something futuristic, something long-lasting, something you nurture, a care. So it is way different from lust and like. So then, what is love? Because that is what we are going to be unraveling today. The basics of what love is. So what is love? The first thing that comes to mind when you talk about love or when you ask about love is Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, I got you there. Romeo and Juliet. We just think, okay, it's this erotic love, and then it's this deep passion for another person, is a man and a woman thing, and all of those things. While it is not entirely not right, but that is not all there is to love. Love is that and more. So we will be talking about what love truly is. What is love? And why do you think love has power to change the world? Margaret Mead, she was asked a question that what do you think was the origin of civilization, or what is civilization? And what she said was profound. She said, the origin of civilization is a broken femur. And then she went further to explain what that meant. What she was trying to say, in essence, is this is what differentiates humans from animals. Now, in the animal kingdom, once an animal breaks a bone, that is death sentence. The next thing is that the other animals will just be probably empathize, and the next thing is for that animal to die. But then, for a human being to sit down and actually think about caring for another human being, or thinking ahead of time as to if someone should encounter this kind of injury, it shouldn't lead to death. And the person sat down and the person thought through, and then the person came up with a solution. And today we have several people who have broken. I have broken my bones before, but now, it's perfectly working fine. That is because somebody somewhere at some point in time sat down to think about me. That is called compassion. So in discussing or in explaining, because we cannot define totally what love is, but we can give you the different characteristics of what love is. So love is compassion. For the fact that you can sit down and think about another human being, spend hours in research to make sure that you make life comfortable and convenient for another human being, means you actually love that person. So yes, we are shedding light to this love thing, right? So it's not just about a man and a woman. And then we have the emotional connection. You see another human being, and then there is need for companionship. There is need for deep relationship. There is need for you to know someone, and then to know that someone is actually there for you, someone you can confide in, someone you can trust, someone you can depend on. It's been said that no man is an island. Part of it is love. So that's emotional connection. There is also the part of selflessness and sacrifice. There's also the part of spiritual connection. And there's also the part of unconditional love. You see, the love of a mother and a child, you cannot compare that to anything. A woman knows that she has the probability to lose her life in delivery. But once she hears that she's pregnant, she gets so excited because she's bringing another life to the world. You see, this is unconditional because she's not putting herself first. She's thinking about the other life, and it's worth it. The pain, everything in it is worth it. And then she goes on to get that baby. And if she dies, fine. If she gives birth to the child, beautiful. And that is why we have the world's population the way it is today. That is love. Love is also romantic and passionate. True. That is the one we know love to be. But we cannot define what love is. It is too big. It is too all-encompassing. So then we have it. Let's just do like a recap. So we have the characteristics of love being an emotional connection, of love being compassion and empathy, of love being selfless and sacrificial, of love being romantic passion, of love being spiritual, of love being unconditional acceptance. But then there is a final bonus. We subsequently, in our tour, because this is going to be a long journey, we will discuss more of this. But then, based on the series of Love Can Change the World, which is our theme, why do we think love has the power to change the world? So very quickly, I can just take you back to the medieval period. Then when we think about capital punishment, we think horror, we think excruciating pain, we think barbaric nature of man. Yes, we have punishments like drawing, like quartering, like beheading. You see, those are really barbaric times. But somebody actually starts to say, these things that we're doing to a fellow human being is not worth it. Come on, we're not perfect as it is. So how can we handle people even in debt in the most humane way? And that is why more humane death sentences. In fact, some states or some countries in this world are even trying to eradicate the law, the death sentence as it is. So now, with this, I bring you to the end of our first segment of Lost Like and Love. Do make sure to subscribe, to comment, to share, and to love. Thank you. I remain Victoria Umaru, your host.